FNAF VIP is a newly released interactive novel taking place in the Pizzaplex best known from Security Breach and features multiple endings to one story that is determined by the choices you make as you read forward. This video covers the overall story present in the book as well as all of its various endings and aims to see what exactly they add to the complicated lore of Five Nights at Freddy's. The story obviously centers around the Pizzaplex, a giant establishment based around the cast of Freddy related animatronics. Our protagonist, referred to as You for the duration of the book, is a 12-year-old kid named Devin. He has recently won two VIP passes for the Pizzaplex, but he does not recall doing anything that would have resulted in winning them. Much to his dismay, his mother insists that he uses his spare one to take his 6-year-old brother named Ike with him, and Devin fears that this whole thing will quickly become a babysitting experience rather than a fun day at the Pizzaplex. It should be noted that Devin's father had previously called a Pizzaplex employee to inquire about the passes, but the employee did not know what he's talking about. Furthermore, there was a brief hesitation at the entrance desk when Devin showed his passes, to which the man there gave them some old and dirty VIP cards that would give them access to many features around the Pizzaplex. It is from this point forward that impactful choices are capable of being made, which is the main point of these interactive novels. The reader's decisions will affect the course of the story and change the ending that occurs, making this book into a sort of game within itself. You even have to keep track of things like how many points and tokens you have and what items you have acquired over the course of the story. So if that sounds at all interesting to you, definitely go read it for yourself, as this is a free book available to read digitally. Using their cards on a machine, Devin and Ike are met with a very informative pig, or VIP, a cartoonish pig that serves as a companion for the VIP users. The machine gives them a gamepad so VIP can accompany them throughout their travels of the Pizzaplex. It should be noted that VIP and many employees and systems that the two boys interact with throughout the Pizzaplex already know their names and are sometimes expecting them. In response to Devin inquiring about the passes, VIP says that he anticipates what people want and looks for the best people to send the passes to within a 5-mile radius. Devin hasn't been to the Pizzaplex for nearly 6 months, and VIP specifically calls out how he isn't dead or missing, which is a very interesting choice of words. VIP feels underutilized and wishes to demonstrate his importance. He asks the boys to promise to stick with him as they go about their day in the Pizzaplex. From this point on, the decisions that are made here have a massive impact on how the story ends, with some endings being somewhat good and others substantially disturbing. Ike wants to go play Bonnie bowling, and Devin is very concerned that it will end up being a big bore. The story can end super fast should you decide to give in to your brother's wishes and accompany him on Bonnie bowling. A predictably boring time ensues, and as the two boys are leaving, VIP asks for a rating, and despite Devin hitting 1 star, 5 light up anyway. Devin's mom congratulates him on being a good brother, and they all go home. This is literally the most boring ending in the book, but also probably the happiest. The decision that serves as the catalyst for the book's drama is deciding to leave Ike alone at a merry-go-round so that Devin can go look for his friends and spend some time doing whatever he wants to do. This branches off into several more decisions that affect the ending. After leaving his brother behind, Devin discovers that VIP is actually straight up evil for some reason. He has hidden Ike away somewhere and will only release him if Devin succeeds in a game he has concocted. If Devin wants to see his brother again, he must win 1,000 points from games around the Pizzaplex before running out of tokens he has been given in order to play. Devin is of course racked by guilt for getting his brother into this situation for the remainder of the story. 2 out of the 3 choices from here will immediately trigger an ending. If Devin chooses to report what is happening to the staff, they act uninterested and VIP plays dumb. Ike is never recovered, and eventually Devin's family just moves away, forever haunted by the fact that they'll never know what became of Ike. If Devin chooses to call his mother, she rushes over and yells at him, banning him from ever returning to the Pizzaplex ever again. Strangely, Ike is sort of just standing with Devin all of a sudden, oddly taking the gamepad that had been given home with him. Over the next several days, Ike is unsettlingly attached to the gamepad, and Devin even notices him whispering to it. Eventually, Ike runs away from home. Devin believes that he has run off into the Pizzaplex, but due to being banned for life, he has no way of proving it. Both of these endings are avoided if Devin takes VIP up on the challenge. Devin sets off with his tokens and tries to earn 1,000 points in order to save his brother. A couple of endings one can receive after accepting the challenge revolve around becoming trapped in the Pizzaplex for an indefinite amount of time. In one instance, Devin can abandon VIP while racing in the raceway. VIP counts this as breaking the promise to stay together and in turn traps Devin and his brother in the Pizzaplex, saying that they will have to try the challenge again the next day. If Devin fails the challenge and runs out of tokens before accumulating 1,000 points, VIP also traps them in the Pizzaplex to see if they can complete the challenge a different day. If Devin never can complete the challenge, VIP says the two of them will become just another pair of mysteriously missing kids. VIP also says how it wouldn't be the first time and probably won't be the last time that this happens. A particularly dark ending is one where Devin finds a red door during his hunt for Ike. Upon going inside, he is met with a utility tunnel which VIP vehemently tries to prevent him from going down. Eventually, he comes upon a storage closet, and when opening that door, he smells death and rot. He finds a light, and when he turns it on, he is horrified by what he sees, although the book doesn't explicitly say what that is. The door slams shut behind him, and the story ominously comes to an end. Thus far, all these endings have resulted in a concluding game over message, but these next two will actually conclude with a the end. One is achieved by completing the challenge and collecting 1,000 points. Devin completes the challenge, and VIP is angry at first, before agreeing to take him to see his brother. Ike is trapped in a photo booth, and after VIP lets him out, he and Devin are reunited. As the two brothers are leaving, VIP reveals that he has sent dozens of these VIP invitations, insinuating that this game can happen over and over again. Devin knows no one will believe him about all this, and presumably never returns to the Pizzaplex, holding this strange knowledge forever. It should be noted that the end message is accompanied by a question mark. The other ending is capable of being achieved only after Devin finds a Freddy head that serves as a sort of VR set, a device called MO that stands for Max Occupancy Experience. It was originally designed to be used when the Pizzaplex was planned to be undergoing construction upgrades and would result in less available space and attractions, so in an attempt to appease potential patrons during this time, this was designed to allow them to have a virtual experience of the Pizzaplex. This device will multiply point warnings by 10. Interestingly, the Mo has a different VIP, this time calling itself the Virtual Informative Pig. This VIP wants to work against the other VIP and help Devin take him out, and after Devin earns a whopping 100,000 points, he can have access to a room that allows for an in-person meeting with the original VIP. This room is filled with servers and a giant hovering screen with VIP displayed on it, who is acting fearful and aggressive towards Devin, demanding that this all stops. The Mo VIP helps Devin understand what cord to unplug in order to disrupt the malevolent VIP, warning that this action will also have effects on the real world. After unplugging the cord, Devin takes off the Mo headset to see the real world deteriorate as well. All the systems shut down and it threw the people in the Pizzaplex into a panic. The photo booth opens and Ike comes out, reuniting with Devin. The two of them tell a security guard about the incident and he very calmly accepts it, either as truth or a prank, expressing how he always thought that the pig might be trouble because it was so intrusive. Ike and Devin agree to keep the thing a secret and go home. The end phrase on this ending is accompanied by a few asterisks on either side of it. The final ending we'll discuss is another game over instance, but is easily the most disturbing event in the entire book and why I saved it for last. If you're watching this video, that probably means you're interested in storylines, and one of the best ways to consume stories is through reading books. For the past 6 years, I've been writing and self-publishing novels to Amazon, which can be read in both digital and paperback form. Overall, I write in the science fiction genre, but each book has a slightly different nuance that will appeal to people invested in other genres as well. Do you enjoy high-concept sci-fi? Linear Highway and Genesis Prince of Time should hit the spot. More of a spiritual horror fan? Cult of Shadows has a soul-shaking story to get lost in. Or perhaps you're into more of a mystery, better yet, a mystery that prompts you to put the pieces together and solve the narrative for yourself. In that case, Frameless Mirror should be perfect. If you enjoy stories and reading, please check out my authors page on Amazon and find the book that appeals to you. Or perhaps even delve into the entire Lloyd's Alt series. A huge thanks to anyone who considers this, links are in the description, and now back to the video. There's an elusive ending where Devin and Ike both follow VIP's manipulations that lead them to a red door hiding behind a Monty cutout. Ike is really into enthusiastically following the instructions of VIP, and after the two of them are led to a storage room within the utility tunnels, the boys see a skeleton sitting within the room, still clutching a gamepad just like theirs. Furthermore, there are a few other bodies of children around their age scattered in the room in various stages of decomposition. VIP then traps them in the room and declares that they will now be together forever. The implications of this ending are horrific. And that is the story of FNAF VIP, the first taste of what the other two upcoming interactive novels will be like. I would love to hear your thoughts and theories on the story and how it might affect the overall lore of the games in the comments below.